Well, it's official. I'm now in love with Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button. Look, a little different kind of a video here. I, like many of you, just watched The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5, the premiere and the reveal of live-action Ahsoka, played by Rosario Dawson. And, man, I mean, I don't have to tell you guys this. I mean, if you're a big Star Wars fan, I think we're all kind of feeling this just shock and kind of overwhelmed feeling of excitement and joy. This was crazy. For some people, this is 12 years in the making. Now, Ahsoka is such an interesting character because I don't know if a lot of people understand that when she was first introduced, she was actually introduced in a film. It was like they kind of jammed together a bunch of the episodes of the Clone Wars and made a feature. And they actually made a film and put it out in theaters. And it was met with a lot of criticism. People weren't that down with that. And the character of Ahsoka specifically was not liked by fans. And I'm sure, like, George probably had this thing where he was like, oh my God, is this Jar Jar all over again? Because, like, George really thought Jar Jar was going to be great and people were going to like it. And, you know, people hated that character. And so when Ahsoka was initially introduced, people really had a lot of problems with Ahsoka and they hated her as well. What's interesting about Ahsoka is through the show and through Dave and George making this show and doing these episodes, Ahsoka starts to grow as a character and the fans grow with her. It was so interesting. So it's this really cool story of fans meeting something initially with a lot of trepidation and skepticism, and then through hard work and just great storytelling and just great art, winning those fans over to the point to which people love Ahsoka, like, love this character, and it's really special, you know what I mean, to a lot of different people. And it's, you know, kind of like 12 years in the making, so it's crazy. I thought, obviously, if you can't tell, I'm a little excited. It's really, really early. I just watched it for like the second time in a row, and I really liked it. Go figure, right? I really liked it. I thought the episode was awesome, man. The way she moved in combat, in and out of the shadow at the beginning, even at the end of the episode, her fight with the magistrate or whatever. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. I thought she was great. The dialogue I thought was great. Her mannerisms, the cadence in which she speaks, it felt very Ahsoka to me. But I also kind of, in this little video, this really unorthodox video here where I'm just kind of stream of consciousness with you guys, I wanted to talk about the other really crazy parts of this episode, because Dave, of course, writes and directs this episode, but of course it is indicative of what The Mandalorian is doing, but also what all the other shows and what we've been referring to as the Filoni-Verse for months and months and months now, what that is all looking to do. And this has to do with Grogu and the crazy connections to the Jedi and Coruscant, and then the Empire taking over, like Order 66 type stuff, right? And him being taken out of there and having to hide, and he's hiding his power. That's like awesome. Tying to the prequels in that way is incredible. But beyond even that, Ahsoka tells him, Din, to take him to Tython. Okay, now Tython is a planet at the heart of Star Wars lore. In Legends, Tython is the planet where the Jedi Order derives from. That's where it comes from. There were these people known as the Jedi. There were these spaceships that attracted and transported Force-sensitive beings to this planet, and then all of those beings became the Jedi. Okay? And this is crazy deep lore stuff with the Ashla and the bowgun. And Dave's been playing around with these themes and these ideas a lot in the animated shows, of course. But the point that I want to make and why this is so cool and what we really need to remember here is that this is the kind of stuff that a studio would normally say is way too risky, way too weird. They would be against it. And I'm not here to bring any bad blood up, because I think it's just now time to sort of focus on the good and move forward with things as a community with Star Wars. But I will say that I remember hearing some things about how JJ had similar, for The Rise of Skywalker, that JJ actually had some ideas that I thought would have been really, really interesting with Palpatine and really, really creative. And he ultimately decided to play it safe. He ultimately did the studio thing. It was like the producer side of him. And of course, I'm speculating here, right? Just based off stuff I've heard. But that the producer side of him and the business side of him forced the creative side of him to pull back. And I thought the movie suffered for it. Because one of the problems with the Rise of Skywalker is that it is too safe. It is too safe. And, you know, so I think the point is for them to allow Dave to be doing all of this in this episode and going to Tython and going to this crazy, crazy place with Jedi lore, putting him on a seeing stone, having him decide his own fate. Like, this is crazy, crazy stuff. Like, Tython is such a big freaking deal. And for Dave to not just say, okay, it's the Ahsoka episode, of course we have to make Ahsoka awesome. I want to nail that and all of that. But for him to be thinking so big and so long-term and being so bold as to put Tython there, Link, Baby Yoda. Think about it. We get Grogu. We get the name of Baby Yoda. We get the fact that he's trained on Coruscant, the fact that he's taken away, the fact that there's this mystery, there's this missing piece of his memory, the fact that he's been hiding. We get the fact that Tython's coming. We get Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I haven't even gotten to, but we get all of this in the Ahsoka episode on top of him nailing Ahsoka and having that be terrific. So I just, man, this is a turning point. Like, that's the point that I want to make, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is a turning point. And that all bets are off, right, for Star Wars in the future. I think the Filoni-Verse is going to be even crazier than maybe I even thought it was going to be. The possibilities with Tython and what we could do with that are crazy. And we're going to make a ton of videos and a ton of content on all of this stuff. And I'm so excited. And I know everybody's excited. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. This feels like we're putting things back together. And I feel awesome about it, frankly. And so I just kind of I was thinking of, you know, what kind of video, because I could do like a breakdown. There's plenty of stuff that I want to talk about. And of course, yeah, I have some crazy theories about what could be going on with Typhon, the Jedi, and you know, could Luke come into this? There's so much, right? But I think, you know, the video I really wanted to make was just explaining that I'm very grateful. You know, thank you to Jon Favreau, to Kathy Kennedy, to Dave Filoni. Like, thank you to everybody that is involved with making this turn in Star Wars. This feels right. This is the way, as it were. And man, this is freaking dope as hell. So, wow. You know, pretty much wow. Okay, I'm gonna get off the mic now because I'm just rambling. But yeah, let me know if you're feeling me, or maybe I haven't actually looked online now that I think about it, and maybe everybody hates Ahsoka, and this video will be really awkward. But so either way, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like on it. And again, if you are not subscribed to this channel, you will start missing videos because we're going to drop multiple videos a day. YouTube's really bad about it. You should subscribe. If you're enjoying the content over here, you will absolutely love the live streams we do straight from Nerdvengers Tower, Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.